The greatest monuments in history, the Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, the temples, the churches, the mosques, the palaces, all of it was built by men. The great wars were fought by men. But nowadays, people have started to do this concept of one-man army. I completely believe that the one-man army is a lie. Because those people who call themselves the one-man army are simply a bunch of liars who are incapable of networking with people, who are incapable of looking at a bigger perspective of life than their current perspective. Because if I ask you, call a person from your brotherhood and ask if he would come with you to war. Would he? Would he really come with you to war? Despite not asking you what's the point of the why are we going to the war? Do you have genuine trust in your friends? Do you have genuine trust in your brothers? Most probably not. And I would not like to blame you for the reason, because the same way are you your enemy, the modern world. The modern world has once again put the poison in the minds of these men who must be stronger together, that they are better off alone, that they are better off separated. You're never going to achieve things by going in separate ways. You're never going to achieve things by going through the life alone. Especially as a young guy, you must have brothers and you must have a team alongside yourself for you to work with on a purpose. If you walk through life having no purpose, that's a different thing. You first find your purpose. And if you're just the type of person who's one step above that, who knows your purpose, who knows what he wants to do with his life, and then if you still go through life having a mindset that tells that it's okay to be a single person, it's okay to be a man with no friends, a man with no brothers, a man with no brotherhood, then trust me, the guys with the brotherhood are just going to rule over you. The guys with the brotherhood just completely finish you off. That's just the hard truth of life. Well, yeah, it might be true. The one-man army thing, it might be true, but I just don't believe that, alright? I will not let some poison into my mind. One-man army, it is good. Alright? Let's just assume it's true. You are a one-man army. Imagine the guys who just formed together. There's 10 guys who are one-man armies, who just formed together. So that's like one-man army, which is 10 one-man armies. Do you understand the concept? So if you have a purpose and if you have a reason for living, trust me, there's a lot of guys who have the same mindset as you. There's a lot of guys who have the same mentality as you. And a matter of fact, some of them don't have it consciously. Most guys have it subconsciously. They just want a simple sense of push, which just allows them to look inside themselves and allows them to find this mindset of living for a reason in their lives. Like there are certain scenarios where it just happens that even men especially, or young boys, they're just like, he did not speak with me for 3 days. He just didn't tell me why. So I'm just never going to speak to him. Never. Boom. Just cut off. He's like, real friends must have contact every single day. Real friends must speak with themselves every single day. Why? Are you insecure that your friend might leave you? Are you insecure that your friend might betray you? There were men who fought wars. One person was in a trench, other person was living in woods, other person was living above the mountains, and all of them worked together for a simple cause. And all of them were still friends. When the war was over, if they won, when the war was over, when they all met together, they just had the best times of their life speaking about what they did during that war. So I ask you, now tell me, do you genuinely have trust in your friends? Do you genuinely trust your friends for a cause? Maybe not. Because that's just how most people are in today's world. They don't even trust their own selves. Then how can I expect people to trust other people? You don't even have trust in your own self. When I say when I genuinely with conviction say I'm going to do something, I will do it. That's just how I work. When I tell people that this is what I'm going to do, I will do it, regardless of the time it takes. I told myself I'm going to record 2 videos for this day. If you look at my previous video, I will be wearing the same shirt because I'm recording those two on the same day. I told myself I would start at 3 o'clock and I will record until 4 o'clock. And within that span of time, I hope to record 2 videos and I will record 2 videos. And I am doing it and I will do it in the future if I tell myself similar things. Which means that that's how I gain trust over myself. Because I do what I say, which makes me believe that, yes, I'm the type of person who does what he says. So when I go out to people and tell, this is what I'm going to do, and if I do it, I gain the trust of them. That's just how it is. So I ask you 2 things. Do you have genuine trust within your brothers? If yes, improve your brotherhood. Focus on fighting for a cause instead of just these cringe, dramatical brotherhood relationships that's like, oh, you must speak with your brothers every single day. You must speak with your friends every single day for you to have a very good, prosperous relationship with them. That is a complete lie. That is a lie. I have evidence it's a lie. And I have believed it to be true. And trust me, it is not true. You don't need to speak with someone every single day for hours and hours unless you're genuinely convinced that this person will leave you and this person will betray you. You don't need to consciously talk to them every single day. Alright? So go out there, find your brothers, find the people who have the same mindset as you. It doesn't always have to be family. I mean, it is great if you have it in your family. It doesn't always have to be family. You can just go out there and have friends. That's the concept of friends. Friends are people with the same mindset who are not from your family, who are from the family of others. So, yeah, it's a great thing if you have a biological person alongside you, but it's okay with a friend. There's no problem with a friend having the same mindset as you. Because what we generally want is a strong masculine brotherhood that would stand with one person along with a cause. That would stand with one person, one another, along with the cause, for a cause. That's what the whole point of a brotherhood is. That's how the world's most strongest men operate. You might be seeing the face of one man on screen, but you genuinely must understand the concept that there are thousands and hundreds and maybe tens of men behind him, alongside him. That's just how the male species work. In fact, that's just how the human species work. The human species work together as a tribe, as a group. That's how they become stronger. Alright? Because the human species are not the most strongest, they are not the most fastest, they are in fact the most smartest. Alright? That's how they were easily defeating lions. Armies of other men. Because they stood together. So all of those one-man army guys out there who are like, I'm a Sigma male, I'm an Alpha male, I don't need other boys, I'm just my own man. Let me tell you one thing. It's not that you are alone because you don't want a brotherhood alongside yourself. You're just alone because you're just too insecure with yourself. You're just alone because you just can't get along with people. Because you are untrustworthy for your own self. So fix those problems that you have by yourself. Then go out there and try to fix the problems of the world with people who have done the same thing as you. With people who have fixed their own problems by themselves. That's how brotherhood works and that's how it will work. So, yeah, if you want to have a strong brotherhood, if you want to have a bigger success, go out there, find people. I'll just link down the Telegram community of the War House. You can just discuss your problems. You can just tell out your problems, and if possible, I'll just come out with the video relating to your problems, brother. So, yeah, the usual one. Make sure that you become the best version of yourself, because it is your duty to be one.